morning, UPBOptionMillionaires.com on this Tuesday, June 16, 2015. Look at S&P 500 futures. Again, it's European market open for trade yesterday and today, falling down to session lows. Now recovering. Are we going to recover all the way up to yesterday's highs? Perhaps even close the gap down that we saw to start the week? Anything is possible in this market that seems to be just gyrating, and that trend remains to the upside. The Greek jitters, though, are ruling the market. Here we go. Again, the same old regurgitated Greek drama that's been playing out for the last 6+ years. Greek is going to collapse every single year since 2009. Look what it's done for the stock market. Anytime you bought the fear, the Greek collapse, the Greek exit, you've done pretty well, and here we are again at another defining moment in this market. Will this market top? Will the Greek exit possibility, looming, crisis mean a top for the stock market? Stay tuned. If you just judge this long-term trend line to the upside, yeah, chances are we're going to see the dip get bought. We're going to head up to new all-time record highs. Look at S&P 500. ETF, the spiders here yesterday bumping up against long-term trend line resistance, broke through it, gapped through it to open the week, but now cannot get above it. If it can today, we'll see that gap down filled and possibly move up to 212 this week. Pretty wild to say it here, as S&P 500 futures are pretty weak. Twitter this morning downgraded. Yesterday, very weak action as well. Below that $35 key support area. Again, I still think there's a $50 stock down the road. But obviously a break of support here, especially this move to the downside after a couple months of consolidation after the earnings drop. Certainly not bullish for the stock. Also this morning, Morgan Stanley out talking about Wynn Resorts, saying, Wynn Resorts just isn't doing so good. Or actually not just Wynn Resorts, Macau in general. Yeah, would have been nice to know that up here. Down here, some 60% lower prices for the stock. That's when they come out, as they did Citigroup back in January of 2013, talking about Baidu when the stock was at $75, $80, talking negatively about it. The bottom isn't here for Baidu. And sure enough, it was exactly the bottom. Actually, if you bought Baidu at the precise moment Citigroup said to sell it, you'd be sitting on over 100% in profits in 2 years. But hey, what do they know? Again, the analysts are more current looking. They kind of look out there and say, wow, it's raining outside. Whereas a stock looks further out and says, gee, 6 months from now, it's going to be sunny. So when you see Morgan Stanley come out and talk bullishly about Wynn Resorts in Macau, guess what? The stock's probably going to be up here. All right, let's do a couple other ETFs here. I want to look at IBB Biotech. Let's look at this broadening top here, this megaphone topping pattern for a possible move down to 325. Again, will this be an indicator of, hey, the stock market is going to pull back here? It's a possibility. But this parabolic rise we've seen since 2012 seems unabated. But we get a pullback here to 325. We could see a significant pullback back into the 200s. Hey, maybe that will be the stock market pulling back as well. TLT, the bond market, continues to look weak. Yesterday tried to rally, but gave up a lot of those gains, pulled back into the close. And you can see the gap up we had as the Greek jitters put the bond market in focus, but melted into the end of the trading session. Again, this morning, we're seeing some strength with the bond market. We're up to almost yesterday's highs. But guess what? If yesterday is any indication, we're going to see a continued melt lower. And I think, again, from a long-term chart perspective, TLT is on pace to get down to this 100 level into the summer and fall of 2015. All right, UPB here, OptionMillionaires.com. I'll see you in the chat room. Everyone have a great trading session